The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Duggan now to throw.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards.
A 57-yard gain. First down, Pittsburgh.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Delson in motion. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now 2nd and 9.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal.
Throwing, Duggan.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Colts nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense.
They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Richardson now on second down.
His throw incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Richardson going to change the play here.
19 Tiger.
Richardson now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt.
The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 59 yards.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
That complete to Downs.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This defense for the Steelers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
First and 10, it's Richardson. And that one too wide and incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense.
They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Second and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barnett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Richardson back to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Back to the air with Richardson.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
Richardson going to move him around.
Go, Reed, go.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Now Richardson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Here's 2nd and 10. Duggan will look to throw this. Caught left side. Here's Dell.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Complete to Tank Dell.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers 14, Colts nothing.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
In motion right, that's Hardman. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's to the 15.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Mecole Hardman.
40 yards.
And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-0.
Steelers 21, Colts nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, Richardson yet again. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Touchdown! Michael Pittman.
58 yards.
And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Duggan looking to throw. Here's Freiermuth again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Right back to him on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
3rd and goal at the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Max Duggan.
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Colts 7. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
Now it's Richardson.
He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett, and he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Alex Highsmith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Richardson. The connecting here with Pittman.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Now Austin. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Now a 2nd and 10. Duggan. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
To throw is Duggan.
Eluding the pressure right. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
At the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4.
Hey, check that.
Richardson looking to throw.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown Colts. A big play there. 52 yards.
And the Colts get a bit closer. Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for 2 here.
Here's a toss coming right. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Here's Duggan to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Richardson now on 2nd down. That complete to Downs.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Richardson out of the shotgun. A throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Down the right sideline. Inside the 10.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Mustang 19.
Richardson to throw again after the pick 6.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And he's got Pierce.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
By the Steelers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Throwing, Duggan. To the right side and caught by Dell.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Duggan will look to throw this. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Duggan now to throw.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Slot man moves right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Tank Dell,
A 5-yard touchdown.
and the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates. Ready?
Now Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Brandon Echols.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw on second down. Dugan. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Calvin Austin.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Duggan looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
First down, Steelers.
Off play action. Dugan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 2nd and 10.
Duggan.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
3rd and long.
Big strides. Look at him go.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Max Duggan.
Keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Steelers are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
They go play action with Richardson. This pass reeled in by Hull.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
By the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down.
Dugan. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard
From back
line.
at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Dugan rolling to his right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
On the keeper. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and
An audible
goal
here to get a new look.
3-yard line.
18 rep, 18 rep, track 60. Warrior 70.
On 4th down, Dugan. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point now by Boswell.
Boswell on for the point after.
Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Hull.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
3rd and 1, Richardson to throw.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. And they will take a knee here.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed